Hey all, got a new cool project for 2016. Um, this is the Vulcan camp stove. We are going to add this to the product line. This is something I've wanted to do for quite some time and finally got around to doing it. Um, some of the features is the stand here folds up onto the unit to make it small and compact for transport. Um, You notice here, you got some pins that go through the length of them tubes there. Uh, Basically take the wing nut, pull the tube out, or the rod out, and you can fold this up here and then reinsert the rod through those holes, and that'll make it nice and compact. If I had to guess, I'm going to say the machine weighs around 30-35 pounds, but haven't weighed it yet, so I'm not positive. Um, Another feature is the cooktop. This does have a baffle system to direct the gas flows across underneath the cooktop. This is the proto. I am going to add some railings inside there to direct the gas flows towards the center, so that it'll have hotter areas on top of this for different cooking needs. The center will be the hottest portion, of course, and you'll be able to boil water there, and then off to the sides you can cook at lower temperatures. So that's kind of a neat little thing. Um, I'll open the door here. Uh, another change is the latch mechanisms. I don't like these. I went to like flip up levers that you see on a lot of other devices like this. This the firebox door will actually have two off to the side, and I'll supply a tool for popping them out. And then when you open it, so I don't know if you can see, but you can see how the gases are directed up through that baffle. And then with those other cross pieces, that'll keep that from warping as well. So it'll keep everything nice and straight. I am going to go to 12 gauge steel on the top. This whole unit's made out of 14 gauge, so that'll add some rigidity to the machine as well. Here's the ash store. Get a good size ash bin. Now, if you notice, there's no damper on the front. That is because of the way the gases are directed through the machine, so we need the damper on the back of the unit. So, and I'm going to beef this up. This is all the material I had. That was sort of an afterthought. So the newer one will have a little beefier lever for that. Now, if you notice these plates on the back, this is a prototype. The production model does have a cutout here, so that when you flip the legs up, what you're going to do is you're going to flip this over, and this matches this hole pattern on here. And then that hole will accommodate the damper. So the front and the back one will actually get placed here when it's in transport mode. In addition, we are going to add a damper for the chimney. That'll come stock, and then we'll supply you with a good section of tube as well. Pricing, I'm not sure, but if you are interested, check out eBay. I will be posting an ad this weekend for this unit. We'll probably do an introductory price around $250. Competitors with stoves of this size, they're around $400 or $500. So $250 is I think a good starting price point for this. Something else I want to show you is the 2016 Micro. So I wasn't really going to add any more. I was actually going to roll back our product line to just one machine, the Flex S1. But the price point on that, I can't get it any lower than $4,000. And even at 4000 is quite a crunch on that machine. It's a pretty advanced machine. It's pretty well developed. So I decided to do some redesign work and try to come up with something as simple as I possibly could that I could offer for under $2,000. Introductory pricing on this unit is $1,200 right now. That's not going to last long. It will be going up. Some of the features, there's no automation. This is a straight up, plain, simple gas fire. It doesn't get any simpler than this. But it does feature a grate shaker. That's your intake air port, and it does have an ignition port, which some of my competitors do not. And then a hinge lid with flashback latch mechanism. This is a cyclone condenser kind of combo type of thing. Because of the way a cyclone works with the swirling of the gases, that helps cool it as well. So everything just drops in there. It has a huge capacity, so cleaning this out, you won't have to do as often as you would with a normal typical cyclone. But it will entail removing the lid and putting on some gloves and digging it out, or you could just take it right out of the unit if you wanted to. But you would have to disconnect the clamps there. That hose right there just simply slides onto one hose or the other, and then you can remove that lid pretty easy. And then this here is also a condenser and media filter combined. I typically recommend putting hay in this, and as that starts to accumulate moisture, it aids in the filtration. So it actually works pretty good that way. And also it does have our blower technology. It is integrated. It's not some cheap Chinese built blower thing that is basically going to fail after about 3 tries with wood gas, because wood gas will destroy those blowers. It is a DC blower, so if you're in a hurricane and all the power got knocked out, I'm sure you could find a car with a battery or something to run this if you really had to. So it is doable in a complete power outage. Otherwise, the whole idea of this is to run a power generator. So, if you're running power generation, keep some batteries charged while you're generating that power. Just like you do with a car. It always charges your battery for the next time you got to start it. So, but this is basically it. A low-cost, inexpensive gasifier, professionally built. I'm hoping that this will be a big hit for us next year. Right now I'm doing a break-in. It's in the process of making its own charcoal right now. How you do that is you'll run it for a little bit, get the temperatures up, and then shut it down and let it pyrolyze the wood that's in the unit, and that'll create charcoal. If you just keep going, it'll just burn it away. So you gotta perform a shutdown for a few minutes. Well, or more than a few minutes. So anywhere from a half an hour to an hour, and then you start it back up. If you don't get good gas, then you basically shut it down and do that process again until you keep repeating that until the machine starts making good gas. There's a lot of things, especially in a new machine, you got to establish the funnel and the hearth on this machine, and also in the reduction area, you have to get a good amount of carbon built up down there. This machine does not flex S1. That machine's got a lot more technology than this one does. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned, come back. We will have more to come. I do plan expanding on the wood burners. This one is just a simple wood stove. Doesn't really have a lot of technology, but eventually they will. That is the goal here. Is we're going to expand, that technology and combine it with that technology and create really ultra efficient heating devices. So, like I said, stay tuned, come back, and keep with us. Thanks a lot.